Module 4, Groundwater Exploration, Session 3. Dear students, in this session, we'll be studying about well logging technique, electrical logging, radioactive well logging, induction logging, and fluid logging. So, well logging involves measuring the physical properties of surrounding rocks with a sensor located in a borehole. The record of measuring as a function of depth is called as well logging. Electrical logging, whether drilling for water, oil, minerals, environmental monitoring, or exploration, the electric log is a fundamental tool for resistivity logging to obtain important information. Electrical resistivity is popular because it is simple, low cost and efficient method. It is without doubt the most practical, cost effective logging method is available today. In electrical logging method, a four electrode arrangement is commonly employed in measuring resistivity from boreholes, similar to the four electrodes used in surface resistivity method. A current I is passed between the electrodes A and B, while voltage is measured between electrodes M and N. One current electrode is always on the ground potential and its effect can be taken as negligible. Conventionally, there are two systems of electrode arrangements called normal and lateral. So, electric log operation is based on Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that a current I flowing through material with resistance R is associated with a voltage drop V. Resistivity, commonly measured formation parameter, is defined as the inverse of conductivity resistivity is equal to 1 by rho. Some of the applications of electric log in groundwater exploration are as follows. An electric log run in water well permits determining the depth and thickness of each aquifer and estimating the quality of the water. Electrical resistivity provides information about the fluid that is in the pore spaces within the rock matrix in oil and water wells. Because electrical resistivity is controlled by ion flow in liquids, the E-log will provide confirmation of the existing of water and water quality. Total dissolved solids in water is related to the resistivity of water. As total dissolved solids increases, water resistivity decreases. SP logs are helpful to locate boundaries between shells and sandstones, determining formation, water resistivity. The next logging technique is radioactive well logging. Logs are made as a record of the well hole. A device is lowered, the length of the well hole and the characteristics are recorded on a continuous graph known as the log sheet. Gamma ray logs. Gamma ray logs reflect naturally occurring radiation in rock penetrated by the borehole. Although several types of rays are emitted, only gamma rays have enough penetration to be of practical use in logging the natural radioactivity of rocks. Radioactive logs are of two general types, those which measure the natural radioactivity of formations and those which detect radiation reflected from or induced in the formation from an artificial source. Gamma ray logs reflect naturally occurring radiations in rocks penetrated by the boreholes. Several types of rays are emitted, only gamma rays have enough penetrations to be practical use in logging the natural radioactivity of logs. The gamma rays from a source in the probe is scattered and diffused through the formation. Part of the scattered gamma rays re-enter the hole and are measured by an appropriate detector. The higher the bulk density of the formation, the smaller the number of gamma rays that reach the detector. The count rate plotted on a gamma log is an exponential function of bulk density. By knowing the bulk density, the porosity of the formation can be determined. Neutron gamma ray log. A neutron source bombarded the formation and the resultant scattering and neutron deacceleration depends largely on the formation of hydrogen content. This log is obtained by bombarding the formation with neutrons from radioactive source like radium beryllium mixture and measuring the induced radioactivity. Fast neutrons emanating from the neutron source lose energy rapidly as a result of collision with other light atomic nuclei, mainly hydrogen nuclei present in the media. Neutron rays are useful in determining the porosity of formation. A fast neutron source is used to bombard the rock when an individual neutron collides with a hydrogen ion. A large number of slow neutrons as recorded by slow neutron counter indicates a large amount of fluid that is high porosity. Induction logging. A new logging method called induction logging is described. It measures the conductivity or resistivity of the strata traversed by a borehole. Induction logging measures the conductivity of formation by means of induced alternating currents. Insulated coils rather than electrodes are used to energize the formations, and the borehole may contain any fluid or be empty, but the hole must be uncased. It is specially used to investigate thin beds because of its focusing abilities and its greater radius of investigation. It is a superior method for surveying empty holes and holes drilled with oil-based mud. Fluid logging. Fluid logging includes the use of sondes to measure the temperature, quality, and movement of fluids in a drill hole. Temperature logging. The rate of increase of temperature with depth depends on the locality and heat conductivity of the formation. Temperatures encountered in drill holes are dependent not only on the natural geothermal gradient but also on the circulation of the mud. Temperature log may be used to identify aquifers or resistivity logs, perforated sections contributing water or gas to a well to provide data on the source of water. As an aid in identifying rock types and for calculating fluid viscosity and specific conductance from fluid. Temperature log can be used to distinguish moving and stagnant water in a well and identify the source of recharge or injected waste water. Temperature logging can also be used to verify that the cement on the outside of the casing has formed a proper bond because cement generates a great amount of heat as it sets. Higher temperatures are usually recorded in caved sections where greater volumes of cement are deposited, permitting correlation with electric logs. Dear students, in this session, you have learned about various logging techniques like resistivity log, radioactive logs, fluid induction, etc. I hope you have understand. Thank you.